Hello everyone, this is Visa32 back again with the Daily Deck. I gotta find a new name for this because it's no longer daily. Anyways, there are some things to talk about. Name suggestions down below if you have any. um, First of all, a couple new decks on Kickstarter to tell you about. One is chess cards by one of my buddies, George Sykes. Uh, Basically, he designed a deck of cards using for the court cards and also the number cards, like the pawns and the bishops and stuff like that, from a chessboard. And the back basically looks like a chessboard. And there's also, I think, a pawn on that as well. Whatever, I don't know what all the pieces are called. And basically, I think the idea is you can also not only use these as cards, but you can also use them for chess, and you can also get a special board to use them with if you pledge more money. There are a couple of issues with the project, in my opinion. And by the way, I should mention the cards are being produced, as is the board and any other pieces, all by Ad Magic, which did my Vito's A32 deck. That aside, a couple of issues I see with the project, unfortunately. One, $30,000 goal. That is a massive goal for any first timer creator on Kickstarter, especially in cards, and especially since it's not USPC, that hurts it as well. And it's not even MPC or Expert Point Guard Company. It's Ad Magic, so all of that hurts it. And then I know at least on United Cards, a lot of people not a huge fan of it. So you might have a little bit of a difficult time getting funded. Another issue with funding is all I see is tiers for one deck. One deck this, one deck with a board, one deck something else. I didn't see any bricks, any half bricks, and stuff like that. People, don't pay, don't buy one deck or whatever. But that's only gonna give them so much. If you had brick or half a brick, then people might buy larger quantities and increase the funding. Anyways, that's one new deck. It's pretty interesting. At least it's different. It's not zombies. It's not steampunk. It's not Cthulhu. It's not a minimalist deck. It's different. I like that. Another new deck launched yesterday, I believe, is the deck of cards. It's based on a Netflix series, House of Cards. Uh, the faces are actually not bad, pretty interesting. But the back design is a horrible one way that says deck of cards on it. It's black. And yeah, it's got copyright issues written all over it. I'm surprised it hasn't been taken down yet, but I'd be willing to bet that it will be taken down in the near future. Another new deck to tell you about is the Icon by Benji Taylor. Some of you may be familiar with him. He's pretty big on YouTube and Card Magic. And he's like 14, 15 years old. He's got a deck on Kickstarter. Pretty standard faces. I think there's a custom ace and jokers. Actually, definitely a custom jokers. I'm guessing a custom ace. But the rest of the cards are standard. The back design is... It's a mixture of stuff. It's blue, and then it's got all sorts of different little things on it. Iconic stuff like keys and beakers and stuff like that. Just all over it. It is mirror imaged. It's pretty interesting. I pledged for one, I believe. It is... The price is okay, but my concern is a kid fulfilling a Kickstarter project with USPC decks. He might be getting way over his head. Trust me, I've done fulfillment on just contests and stuff on my website, and 10 packages for a contest or whatever, and that gets overwhelming. So imagine getting 2,500 decks on a pallet on a skid, and then you have to package all these and ship them out for a kid who's in school. That concerns me just a little bit. If he can say, yeah, I got Jackson Robinson or whoever fulfilling the decks, then that would make a lot of people a little bit more comfortable with it. Another issue though with it is it's fairly standard. Most decks like that don't fare too well on Kickstarter. There was one not too long ago, did not make it. Actually, there's one right now, I should say, which is the Ritual bicycle, the Ritual, I think it is, and it's not gonna make it. This one, however, I mean Benji has some support, a lot of YouTube followers and whatnot, and some Magic followers and stuff like that. And he was showing them off at MagicCon too, apparently. I'm not sure what a kid from the UK is doing at MagicCon in the United States when he should be in school, but that's another case. So that is there. And then one more new deck is the Ace Punk cards, which got some serious issues. He's only looking for $1,500. It's supposed to be a steampunk theme or something. And I've even heard this guy before, and he's got zero artwork on the Kickstarter page. It's like Ace Punk playing cards. Pledge now. It even says something about, I just saw something about, if two people pledge $1,500, I'll get to work on it, or something like that. It's like, no, we want to see art before you give you money, dummy. Anyways, a couple more updates. The bicycle double blacks from Gambler's Warehouse. Under 19 hours left. If you haven't got them, now is your last chance. Well, you can always get them later on Gambler's Warehouse website, but it'll probably cost a lot more. The Animalia Tales Imperium, whatever. 24 hours left in that one. It's funded as well. The Pinyin, whatever, playing cards, 5 hours. 0 backers, 0 pledging, 0 funding, 0. I swear I don't understand some people that launch these projects on Kickstarter and they have no freaking clue what the hell they're doing. And I know some people are gonna rip me apart for saying something like that because I've never done it, but I've backed well over 100 projects on Kickstarter. I've followed lots of projects. And I've partially I helped run one already. And I know a bit about it, so I'm not completely clueless, but some of these just baffle me. Like this one, and there was one before, it was a car themed or whatever. The Clipped Wings from Emmanuel Jose. 51 hours left, and definitely check that one out. And one more, the Lord playing cards, League of Royal Defenders, canceled. It was doing terrible. And there was one or two others that also failed. I can't recall which ones they were because they're way, way at the back of the list of thousands of playing card projects on Kickstarter. There's no way I could dig them up and find out what they are without going through 30 pages of projects or almost 40 pages of projects. So whatever. If I don't mention the deck anymore, you can bet it's probably canceled. Or I should say, didn't get funded. And Illusionist has a couple new releases out right now for Black Club members. Tomorrow for everyone else. First one is Madison Rounders in white. Yes, in white. It's a white back design with the logos on there, just like the other decks. Or essentially really big borders if you want. Some people are kind of saying it is a minimalist version of the Madison players. To me it's just a minimalist. Anything Madison, for that matter. And apparently it is the last Rounders deck ever. We haven't heard that before, have we? Dan and Dave have done that. I guess Inferior 11's done it. Illusionist has done it. I don't believe them. We'll see. Hopefully, I hope it is because we've had enough colors, but they've all said it before. So it's hard to believe anyone. And one other new Madison deck, the Madison Gamblers, which is a gaff deck utilizing green dealers and black rounders, and it is for card seeding. Apparently, it's not a gaff deck for Magic. It's for card seeding. Go figure. Um, so that is that. That's what I got. Also, I have added a big list of stuff on my Facebook page. It's pinned to the top. You can go there and see all the new decks that are coming for the different companies, all the decks that are on Kickstarter when they end, and decks that are coming to Kickstarter. And I will try to keep it updated as much as possible. That is what I've got. See you next time.